Hey Gretchen, my name is Christina. I'm with Casey Phoenix SEO. I've been talking to you about doing the free SEO tips for your website. Just wanted to start off by saying that I was really excited to do yours because you have such a great foundation. I don't know if you've hired somebody to help you out with your website and the SEO, or if you guys have done this all yourself, but you've done a really great job. So the three things that I usually talk about in these videos is to set your company above the competition. You would want to focus on content of your page, citations, and backlinks. But since you've already got such a great establishment, I get to go in a little bit more depth. So the three things that are already setting you above your competition is the content on your website is fantastic. Your homepage has a lot of words, it's got pictures, it's really broke down into several different categories as far as you've got a lot on your homepage. Some of the things that you'll want to do to make sure it sets above and stays above everybody else is, I did a word counter and you're sitting at about 700 words on your front page. My suggestion would be to get between 1,000 and 1,500 words to stay optimized with Google. They actually just did a big update with Google that should start to go into effect better in about April to June timeframe because they're trying to get caught up. And content's going to be their number one thing. So if you have another videography page that has 1,500 words, they're going to start beating you out in competition when somebody searches for something like wedding videographer. So you're already in the number one, or at least on the first page of a lot of searches. So what I would do is just to stay above the competition when Google starts to finish doing their update, is to go ahead and add some more keywords to your front page and some more content. So that would be my number one thing. My second thing that I noticed, really the only thing that I see that I would focus most of your attention on, is citations. And what that means is when you go to Google and you search something like wedding videographer Kansas City, you have the section here called the map pack, the Google map pack, and you notice that on most of your searches, whatever you search for, whatever service, this is going to be at the top of the page. So a lot of people that are lazy and do search will stop right here and they don't even bother to go down here and look at the rest of this information. So what I would do if I were you is get focused on the Google Map Packs. And the only reason that people are beating you out on this is because they have their stuff listed in more directories. So when you're looking for a citation, it's when your name, phone number, and address are listed in a directory. So here I've got some examples. This White Spark is a citation finder. This is a resource you can use. It costs anywhere from $30 to $70 a month depending on how many searches you're doing. Since you're just focusing on wedding videography, you probably wouldn't need the higher end, but you can purchase this yourself. Just search up the whitespark.ca. But when I searched your page, see here it's right at the top, you've got 17 citations, and you can click on it and see that this is the citations that you're listed under. So you've got your business listed under Yellow Pages, Yelp, Manta, Facebook, etc. But you've only got 17. So my suggestion to you would be to go in and find more citations and more directories that you can get listed under. Because when I looked up your competition, so right here, Montage Films is in the number one spot for the map pack. So when I looked them up, they've got 25 citations. So they're not beating you by a lot, but it's just enough to stay ahead of you. Also, when you're filling out your Google My Business account, I noticed that you didn't have a whole lot under your Google My Business. I would add more to that. So that means adding more photos and make sure you're saving it as keywords that you would search, like wedding videography in Kansas City. You could start doing more of the keywords that you're not ranking for, like destination weddings and specific destinations that you're wanting to go. I would also go in and add more words to your About Me section. So right now you've got, not even 20 words. If you look at some of the other ones that are higher than you in the map pack, they've got a full description of 500 plus words. So if you do that, you're going to get ranked up in the map pack pretty quickly. And I think that that's really going to get you some more business, which it looks like you're getting plenty if you're already booked out for this year almost. But this is just something that you can start doing to set you up above the next level. The third thing that I usually talk to people about is backlinks, which you've actually got quite a few backlinks, which is why you're ranking. But I use this tool called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. It's another tool that you can use. It costs about $100 a month. Again, it kind of depends on what package you want to go with. That's what I spend on it. So when I look up your website, you've got 88 websites that are linking back to your page, and then you have 438 backlinks. So this means it's 88 different sites, but they might have more than one backlink coming back to your site. And you've got 975 keywords that you were ranking for somewhere. So my suggestion would be to do the backlinks we call link juice, and it works like site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice, which gives site B more authority. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a popularity contest. If you have more sites coming in, but there's not as much, not all backlinks are created equal. So basically, you need a relative site linking back to you. So if you had a site about weddings, then that's going to give you more authority than, say, a site about pizza, because you don't sling pizza for a living. So when you look at this, a lot of these are going to be citations, but when you come in here to your referring domains, if you found a blog that had to do, here we go, perfectweddingguide.com is a perfect example. So they have a lot of trust. You've got 2 links coming from them. So what I would do if I were you is look up more of those websites, get some blogs posted, and get some more link juice back to your site. And the other part with that link juice that I wanted to talk to you about specifically, it's something that I usually don't talk about with the other businesses in these videos, but because you're already a step ahead, is focusing on keywords that you're not ranking for. So you have 975 keywords that you're ranking for at some point in your page. So things like elope in Kansas City, you're ranked in the #1 spot, and there's 100 people searching that a month. Kansas City wedding videographer, there's 250 people on average searching that a month, and you're ranked in the #2 position. And I think the only thing you're behind is the Knot, which is that wedding directory. So they have so much content, there's no way you're ever going to beat them. So the #2 spot really means you're in the #1 spot for businesses that are actually ranking on there. Videographer, Kansas City, 100 searches a month, and you're rated in the #2 spot. So like I said, you're already doing a great job with the local stuff. What I would do if I were you is start focusing more on the outside and the destination wedding stuff. So you want to start getting ranked for things that you want to go to. So like one of them said that you want to go to Hawaii on your page. So maybe start focusing on getting blogs with the keywords of destination weddings in Hawaii and with a backlink that comes back to your page. So if somebody searches destination weddings in Hawaii, it will come back to your page and you would get ranked higher for that. So if I was going to go to work for you, what I would do is come into this site, and I would look at volume because we want to get more people looking at your site, right? So because you're already rating higher for local searches, I would start to do more of the national searches, like when people just type in wedding videographer and they don't specify in Kansas City. If you look, people are searching for this 2,800 times, and you're in the 87th position, which means you're on page like 10. And that's not bad, because that's for the entire nation, and you can only imagine how many wedding videographers are there. But what I would do is I would start focusing on trying to go after these bigger keywords nationwide and get your business up to the next level. Because if you start going to other destinations, I'm assuming you probably get paid better than just staying here in the Kansas City local area. So I wanted to keep this video under 10 minutes because I know you're really busy. I didn't want to waste a lot of your time. I hope some of these tips do help you. Like I said, you're already doing an amazing job, and you've got a lot going on already that it seems like you're pretty busy. But if you did want to call me and have me work on some more stuff on you and getting these national keywords, and you wanted to look at possibly talking to me about doing some business, just give me a call at 816-323-4100, and that's Casey Phoenix SEO. Again, my name's Christina. If you want to just use some of these tips I've given you and use them yourself, then that's great too. But if you've got anybody that maybe you want to refer me to, that would really help my business out as well. So thanks for the opportunity in doing some research for you, and I might be talking to you soon about my own wedding. Thanks, Gretchen. Bye.